Hello friends, today our topic is the multiplication of matrices. So how to multiply the matrices? So before we proceed to the matrix multiplication, so we have to know another one term, and that is known as the dot product. So to multiply a matrix by another matrix, we first need to learn about what the dot product is. So what is dot product? The dot product, that is also known as the vector multiplication, to calculate the product of two vectors. Suppose we have the two vectors u is equal to, according to the column matrix, that is 1 2 3. That means one column 3 rows. So you may write it as 3 cross 1. Another one vector, that is small v, is equal to 4 5 6, that is a row matrix. So how would I multiply these two vectors? Simply just multiply the corresponding entries and add the products together. In other words, u dot v must be multiplied with the corresponding entries. That means 1 with the 4, 2 with the 5 and 3 with the 6. So that is 1 into 4 plus 2 into 5 plus 3 into 6. So after addition we are getting, that is 4 plus 10 plus 18, and the result is 32. So that is the process how the dot product of two vectors occur. So we get a single value from multiplying vectors. However, notice how that the two vectors have the same number of entries. What happens if one of the vectors has a different number of entries than the other? Suppose we have another two vectors u, that is 2 1 4, a column matrix, and the v, another vector, that is a row matrix but have 4 columns 3 1 0 2. So if we are to multiply the corresponding entries and add them up all together, then what I get? U dot v, that means 2 is multiplied with 3, then 1 is multiplied with 1, 4 is multiplied with 0. Then what to multiply with the value, that is 2, in the fourth column of the vector v? There is a problem. So the first 3 entries have corresponding entries to multiply with, but the last entry does not. So what do we do here? The answer is we cannot do anything here. So this just means we cannot calculate the dot product of these two vectors. So in conclusion, we cannot find the dot product of two vectors that have different number of entries, and they must have the same number of entries. So why the dot product is necessary for the matrix multiplication? Let us matrix multiplication with the order of two matrices 2 cross 2. So what was the point of learning the dot product? Well, we will be using the dot product when we multiply two matrices together. When multiplying a matrix with another matrix, we want to treat rows and columns as a vector. Once again, we want to treat the rows and columns as a vector. More specifically, we want to treat each row in the first matrix as vectors and each column in the second matrix as vectors. Let's do an example. We have to find out a dot b, that means the matrix multiplication, if we have a is equal to 1 2 3 4 according to the row. So that is a matrix of order 2 cross 2, and b, another matrix according to the row 5 6 7 8. So another matrix that is of order 2 cross 2. So multiplying the two matrices will give us the dot product of the two matrices, and those are a dot b. That means 1, 2, 3, 4 dot 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the rows and the columns are focusing here. That means here for the first matrix, that is A, we have to treat the rows, that is the first matrix, that is A 1, 2 as row 1, and we are treating it as R1. And another one row, that is the second row for the matrix A, that is noted as R2. So 1, 2 is the row 1 for matrix A, and 3, 4 is the row 2 for the matrix A. Then the second matrix, that means the right hand matrix of the dot, that is matrix B, and 5, 7 is according to the first column of the matrix B, and 6, 8 is treated as the column 2 of the matrix B, where R1 is the first row and R2 is the second row for matrix A, and C1 and C2 are the first and second columns. Now we are going to treat each row and column we see here as a vector. So that means we are treating 1, 2 as a vector, 3, 4 as another vector, and 5, 7 as one vector, and 6, 8 as another vector. So now we are proceeding to the multiplication or the dot product. Now as that is 2 cross 2 and that one is 2 cross 2. So the final resultant matrix or the multiplied matrix would be also with the order 2 cross 2. We will discuss about the resultant matrix order in the next video. How do we exactly get the first entry? Well, notice that the first entry is located on the first row and first column. First row of the matrix A and first column of matrix B. So we simply take the dot product of R1 and C1. Thus the first entry would be like that. So we are treating 1, 2 as the row 1 from matrix A, and 5, 7 as the first column for the matrix B. So here we are treating the dot product, and that is becoming 1 into 5 plus 2 into 7. Once again 1 into 5 plus 2 into 7, and that one is 5 plus 14 or 19. So that is the first element, and that is also our A11 for the multiplied matrix. Then how do we get the second entry this time? Now notice that location of the second entry is in the first row and second column. Once again, first row and second column. The first one was first row and first column. So that one is the first row and second column. In the first entry was, we have written or drawn here according to the red line. So the second entry would be according to the first row and second column, and we have pointed it using the green color. So that must be 1 into 6 plus 2 into 8. Once again 1 into 6 plus 2 into 8. So that is 6 plus 16, or the result is 22. Now we are going to use the same strategy to look for the last two entries, and the last two entries means that is our A21 second row first column, and that is our A22 second row second column. So that means here would be used as R2 dot C1, and here that is R2 dot C2. So let's check the next one. Here we are using the yellow color for the third entry, that means second row and first column. So that must be 3 into 5 plus 4 into 7. Once again 3 into 5 plus 4 into 7. So 3 into 5 15 plus 4 into 7 28. So 28 plus 15, that is 41. And for the fourth entry, that must be our A22. So second row, second column, and we are using the blue color for that entry. So that means here that is 3 into 6 plus 4 into 8. 3 into 6 plus 4 into 8, and after addition we are getting that one as 50. So just look at that. That is our A11, that is our A12, that is our A21, that is our A22. So finally that is the product, dot product of the row 1 column 1, row 1 column 2, row 2 column 1, and row 2 column 2. Now we are done, and we are getting the matrix as with the order, that is 2 cross 2. So this is what we get when we are multiplying 2 cross 2 matrices. And in general, the matrix multiplication formula for 2 cross 2 matrices is, the first one is the R1 C1, that means A11, whatever the element we are getting, R1 C2, so we are getting A12, R2 C1, that means we are getting A21, and R2 C2, that means we are getting A22. So that is our matrix multiplication of 2 cross 2 order. Next we are proceeding to the 3 cross 3 matrix multiplication, and that is also very similar to the process of 2 cross 2 matrix multiplication. Again, why we don't do a matrix multiplication example? Okay, let find A dot B if we have A is equal to, according to the row 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and B is equal to 1 2 1 2 4 6 7 2 5. So A has the order, that is 3 cross 3, and B has the order 3 cross 3. So the final result or the resultant matrix would be also with the order 3 cross 3. Once again I am saying, in the next video we will discuss what should be the order of the resultant matrix after matrix multiplication of different dimension. Now let's label all the rows in the first matrix and columns in the second matrix. So according to the first matrix, that is A, that means the left hand matrix of the dot, and the right hand matrix of the dot is B. So 1 2 3 is the row 1 for matrix A, 4 5 6 is the vector we have treated as row 2, and R3, that is the row 3 for matrix A, is the vector 7 8 9. And same for the matrix B, the column 1 is the vector 1 2 7, column 2 is the another vector 2 4 2, that is our column 2, and 1 6 5 is the third vector as column 3 of matrix B. So in the same way we have to multiply the two matrices using dot product. Notice that the first entry of the matrix is located in the first row and first column. So we take the dot property or the dot product of R1 and C1. So using the red color here, we are using the dot product of the row 1 and column 1. So that must be 1.1 plus 2.2 plus 3.7. 1 into 1 plus 2.2 plus 3 into 7, and finally we are getting the result as 26. So that is our A11. Then using the green we are having the second entry, and sorry, that is our first row and that is our second column. So that means first row, second column. So the next entry must be first row, second column, and using the green button. Let's check it. Now notice that the second entry of the matrix is located is the first row and second column. So that must be first row, second column. So 1 into 2 plus 2 into 4 plus 3 into 2. So that is our second entry, and after addition we are getting it as 16. So what should be the third entry? That means our A13. So that is our first row and third column. Using yellow color, we are using that 1 into 1 plus 2 into 6 plus 3 into 5, and that is our A13. All the entries and doing the dot product corresponding to the rows and columns, then we get the final result. As here the first one is the A11, so that is our first row, first column, R1 C1. Second one is our A12, first row, second column, R1 C2. Same as R1 C3, that is R1 dot C3, and then R2 C1, that means that is A21, R2 C2, that means A22, R2 C3, that means A23, R3 C1, that means A31, third row and first column, R3 C2, that means A32, R3 C3, that means A33, and in that way, suppose R2 C2, so that means row 2 C2, 4 into 2 plus 5 into 4, that is 5 into 4 plus 6 into 2 plus 6 into 2. Suppose A32, R3 C2, so R3, 7 into 2 plus 8 into 4 plus 9 into 2, 7 into 2 plus 8 into 4 plus 9 into 2. So in that way, we are finding the resultant matrix as according to the row 26, 16, 28, 56, 40, 64, 84, 64 and 100, and with the order, that is obviously 3 cross 3. So we are done. Notice that the bigger the matrices are, the more tedious matrix multiplication becomes, and this is because we have to deal with more and more numbers and practically with the vectors. So in general, the matrix multiplication formula for 3 cross 3 matrices is R1 C1, that means A11, R1 C2, that means A12, that means R1 C3 A13, that must be A21, that is our A22, that is our A23, that is A31, that is A32, and finally that is A33. So in the next video, we will discuss the matrix multiplication of different dimensions, that means of different orders.